Hi, I'm Jeff Steinman. I'm the creator of How to Quit Working and the new How to Quit Working KICKSTART program. I want to tell you a little bit about the KICKSTART program, but first I want to talk a little bit about why we created this. You know, we hear from you a lot and we listen to your feedback constantly, and there's a couple things that we hear over and over and over again. And those things are, number one, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time to focus on my business. And we understand that because you are working a full-time job and you probably have other responsibilities, family and other interests and activities, and just taking care of the house and taking care of all the things that you have to do to keep your life going, no matter who you are or what your life situation is. And we understand that you don't have a lot of time left. All that stuff takes up a lot of time. So the progress that you make on your business has to be laser focused, and you don't have time to mess around with things that aren't going to get you results quickly. And so that's the one thing that we hear is about time. And then the other thing that we hear is folks say, you know, I want to make progress on my business. I want to make progress on building this business that will support this amazing lifestyle that I'm envisioning for myself, but I'm not ready to invest tens of thousands or even hundreds in a coaching program or a mastermind or some of these really big expensive things that other gurus offer. And what we wanted to do was create something that we said, okay, let's see how much progress we can make for these folks at the lowest possible price point and with the lowest possible amount of time commitment. Now, I don't want to make any bones about the fact that starting a business takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of work, and I want to be very upfront about that. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to get a whole bunch of training modules and online videos, and we don't want to create and masterminds and a whole bunch of stuff like that. We don't want all of that stuff to get in the way of your progress. We want you to just be able to focus, get small snippets of information that will change the way you think from being the way that kind of the masses think about entrepreneurship to being about the way that successful people think about entrepreneurship. And that's another point that I really want to hit on here because it's really important. When you look at successful entrepreneurs, that's like, if this is the world, that's like a tiny, tiny little sliver over here. And the reason for that is because the rest of the folks who are not successful entrepreneurs or who have never tried just don't have the right perspective about business and entrepreneurship. They don't have the right perspective about how to start a business. And they don't, it's not even so much about little pieces of knowledge about this and that as it is about viewing business through a lens that will allow you to be successful. I think of the camera lens that I'm looking at right now. And when I put on one lens, I get one view of the world. And if I put on a different lens, I get a bigger view or a smaller view or a more focused view or a less focused view or a more zoomed in or a more zoomed out view. What we want to give you in the How to Quit Working KICKSTART program is the proper lens through which to look at starting a business so that the activities that you do and the things that you do in that very small amount of time that you have will get you the most results and will move you forward the fastest. And we want to be able to offer that at a price point that is not extremely expensive. It is less than $100, and I'm going to get to the details later in the video. Now, I don't want to talk much more about that. I want to get right into the details of the program. So I've got some notes here, so if you'll pardon me for looking down at my notes, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Really, there is the core of this product is the 6 training modules. And these are online videos. Most of them are between 10 and 20 minutes. There might be the occasional one that's 30 minutes long, but you get to watch those in an online membership area, and you also get access to the MP3s. So if it's easier, you can just put those on your MP3 player, your iPod, and you can listen to them while you're on the go, in your car, while you run, while you jog, while you clean the house, or whatever. But let me walk through the detail of what's in each of the training modules, because this is really important. The first thing that we do in the first module is we design your life. Okay, we look at what is your life like? What do you want your life to look like? And what kind of a business could fit into that, right? Because if you decide that you want to be able to travel all the time. Well, opening a McDonald's franchise would probably be a horrible idea, right? There's different types of businesses. They all require work, but they require different types of work, and they have different levels of flexibility and different requirements about what you have to put into them in terms of money and time and skills and talents and things. So what we do is we look at what you want out of life and help you figure out what kind of business fits into that mold that you're looking at to get out of life. And that's module 1. And the next module, module 2, is about products. It's about how do you identify a product that you know people are going to buy. We hear this all the time. People say, well, how do I know anybody's going to buy this thing that I'm creating or that I'm reselling or whatever? Well, this module is all about opening up that conversation first and identifying the customers and what they want so that you're not creating a product and then going out and finding people to buy it. Rather, you're finding out what the market wants and what the market needs and then designing a product that fits right in to that need so that when they see it, they'll say, hell yeah, I want that. That's what you want your customers to say. Now, module 3 is on online launch. Now, you'd be crazy in this world today in 2015 not to take advantage of the online world and all of the flexibility and all the great things that you have available at your disposal in today's highly connected online world. So this module is all about online launch and how to leverage the online channel to get your message out and to create a more flexible business model. Now, module number 5 is about marketing. It's one of the things that everybody's worried about. Oh my God, what about marketing? How am I going to do the marketing? I don't know how to do marketing. I don't have a marketing background. Marketing is scary. Marketing is terrible and I don't know anything about it. We hear that all the time, and this module is all about how do you approach it from a way that's actually fun and easy. It's always a lot of work. Everything in business is a lot of work, and I don't ever want to come across as not being very open about the fact that it's going to be a lot of work. But marketing can actually be very fun and easy when you approach it the right way. This module is it's an amazing training, and it gives you a great perspective on marketing and what it's really about and how it really works and how to approach it in a way that's going to be successful. And then the 6th module is about automating and growing your business. So once you've got that foundation laid, and once you've figured out what that product or service is and you've got people who are buying it, then you want to automate and grow that business so that it can continue to make more money and do so with less and less of your time over the time so that you can focus on building the business rather than focusing on the day-to-day operations. So those are the 6 training modules, and some of the things that we've heard from our past clients who've been through this same material have said that it's just completely changed the way that they look at business. It's changed the way they think about it, and it's gotten them great results. And you can see many of those testimonials towards the bottom of this page. But the other things that come along, I just want to let you know there's 2 bonuses that are included. You do get a copy of the How to Quit Working book, and you also get a copy of the High Performance module. Now, the High Performance module is something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that I think we should teach children when they're very young, because I think if we taught children these concepts when they were very young, they would end up being much more successful adults, and they would live happier lives, and they would probably live longer lives and more successful lives. But the bottom line is, when you look out there in the world, there are some people who have achieved great success. Whether you like it or not, politicians, many of them who make it to very high levels of politics, whether you agree with them or not, are folks who are very motivated and have figured out how to get things done. Again, you may not agree with what they're doing, but they know how to get things done. When you look at athletes, when you look at high-performing entrepreneurs, and you look at world leaders, they are folks who know how to get things done, they know how to influence people, and they know how to structure each and every day so that they are working at their best and they are being their best self all the time. And when you're in that situation where you're working a full-time job and working on building a business on the side, you have to be performing at your best all the time, because you don't really have a lot of extra time to be not performing at your best. I know there's days when you come home from work and you just want to flop down on the sofa and watch some TV, and certainly it's okay to do that on occasion, but this is the stuff that keeps you motivated and keeps your energy up and keeps your motivation up so that you won't have those feelings. Now, This comes with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. So if anytime in 30 days, inside the first 30 days, you decide that it's not for you, all you have to do is email support@howtoquitworking.com, and we will refund all of your money, no questions asked, and you can be on your way. But the investment for this program is $79. That's only $79. That's one payment of $79. There is no financing available. There is no payment plan because it's such a small amount of money to put down for this huge shift in your perspective and this huge shift in how you approach business and really life. You know, one of the things that I've realized is I'm now in my almost my fourth year of not working for someone else, and it's been a lot of work and it's been a lot of frustrations. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but there is not 1 second when I would go back and do anything differently. Well, there are things I would do differently, but let me say I don't have any regrets for making the decision that I made, and everyone who I've talked to on the How to Quit Working show, well over 200 successful entrepreneurs, always say this has been really tough, but it's been the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me. I want you to have that experience as well, and that's why we put together the How to Quit Working Kickstart program. If you're watching this on the Kickstart page, you can just scroll down and click on the join button or whatever it's called down there, and you can get started. If you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, you can go to howtoquitworking.com/kickstart and get enrolled in the How to Quit Working Kickstart program. I look forward to seeing you inside the program. I look forward to hearing what kind of amazing results you get. Again, howtoquitworking.com/kickstart. It's only $79. Join us today and make yourself an amazing new life and an amazing new future for yourself, your family, and anyone else you care about.